Hello there, my name is Zach, and today I'm going to be creating a how-to video on how to connect and use devices using SSH, and I am going to be using Packet Tracer, and the devices I'm going to be using for this are Cisco's 1941 router, as well as Cisco's 2960 switch, and this will be a multi-series video, so meaning there's going to be multiple videos for each section. For this first part, this is going to be on the basic configurations of the router and switches. Let's begin. We're going to start by using our console cable to go from a PC to a router, and then we can go into our PC and using a program, for example, in a real world program would be PuTTY. We could use these programs to go in and reach our router. As you see here, we have our router. We can now start by going into configuration. We do that by going enable, configure terminal, and now we can start our configuration for our router. For starters, the host name is going to be R1. That's going to be the name of our router. We're going to do no IP domain lookup, which we will end up changing later, but for basic configurations, we will be leaving it as that for now. Service, password, encryption, and that encrypts our plain text passwords. And then we're going to set an enable password. There we go. And now we're going to set a message of the day. Unauthorized access is prohibited. There we go. And now we are going to configure console settings. Whoops. There we go. Oh. And for this, we're going to start off by setting a password. And we will make that right there. Log in. Now we're going to do logging synchronous. And then we can go and configure our line VTY stuff. Starting with a password, and that is going to be that. And then we'll log in. And we can go back. And there we go. Now we're just going to copy our running configuration to start. That way it is saved. And that is the basic configuration setup for the router. So now we can come out of that and we can console in to switch 1. Go back to our computer, to our term. And now we're on the switch. So now we can start by enabling it, Into the terminal, configure the terminal, set the host name. We'll do it S1. IP domain. No IP domain lookup. Cool. There we go. Service. Password. Encryption. Now we'll set the enable password. Set a banner of the day. Or message of the day, technically. And there we go. Now we can configure console. Set our password. Log in. Logging synchronous. Then we can move on to our line ATY. This time we'll do 015. And then we're going to go set up the password. There we go. Log in. And then we can go copy, run, start. And there we go. That's the basic configuration for that switch. It's going to be switch 1. Now we can come out of that. And now we can go over and console our other switch to set up the basic configuration for that. Once again, go to terminal, and we'll go from there. Enable, configure terminal, no IP, lookup. Oh, set up the host name. This one's going to be S2. We're going to service, password, encryption, enable password, enable secrets. It's going to be our password. Whoops. There we go. Set up a banner. Unauthorized access is prohibited. Set up console. Cool. There we go. Password for the console. Log in. Now we're going to do login synchronous. And then we can do our Verity password. And then go. The password for that, we'll do that. And then log in. End. And copy, run, start. There we go. So that was the basic configuration of the routers and switches.